Daishenkin and all the other gods would leave to an inhospitable planet where Daishenkin would begin to give them some orders. Firstly, what you need is to train a lot more. The fusion of only 2 mortals was able to defeat the fusion of 11 gods. And secondly, I need you to continue exercising your god positions normally. We cannot make Zeno-sama suspicious. We understand about the training, Daishenkin-sama, but why must we still follow the orders of that dwarf? You must follow his orders, because first, we must ask the Super Dragon Balls that the Destroyer Gods are immune to the erasing technique.
Understood, Daishenkin-sama. That'll be what we'll do.
We are all in contact gods. Disperse. All the gods would come out as flashes. Meanwhile, in the time room, Goku and Beerus were still not awake. After approximately 2 more hours, Beerus would be the first to wake up as he was less injured than Goku.
Damn it, as I could tell, the Daishenkin of the future was that brat Trunks has been corrupted by the negative energy and wants to finish with all of us.
At that moment, Goku would wake up in the same way, very badly wounded, because his wounds were serious. And at that moment, a portal would be created inside the time room from which Whis' staff would come out. At that moment, Whis' voice would be heard.
If you're listening to this, it must mean that I have died. With my last reserves of energy, I give you immortality, Mr. Goku. I give you all the knowledge to be able to break all your limits as a Saiyan. I trust you.
At that moment, Beerus would be filled with an immense rage, wanting to do everything to get out of that place. So much was the anger of Beerus, he was even able to open a tiny portal through which he wanted to leave. Goku would quickly take it.
Calm down, Mr. Beerus, please! If you leave this instant, Daishenkin will finish you and the death of Mr. Whis will be in vain! Let go of me, Goku!
You're right. I don't have the power to kill Daishenkin, but I'll kill all those bastards.
We shouldn't have brought them to life! Please, Mr. Beerus, calm down!
Goku, realizing that Mr. Beerus was not calming down and it was becoming increasingly difficult, he would access the Super Saiyan Blue with a Kaioken increased 50 times. Having immortality, his bones regenerated at an impressive speed. Beerus at that moment would understand everything.
I want to train so hard to defeat that damn Daishenkin. I swear I'll finish him with my own hands and not forgive him for murdering Whis. Not only do you want revenge, Mr. Beerus, I'll also make him suffer in the worst way possible.
Goku and Beerus would begin to train to be able to overcome their limits. At that moment, each one saw the right way to break their limits.
Mr. Beerus, despite being a god prodigy, you have a very powerful transformation. With this training, you'll be able to unleash it completely. Thank you very much, Whis, for everything. I swear I'll avenge your death. Mr. Goku, you being a Saiyan, you have no limit. These are one of the many traits of your power, but as I always told you, Mr. Goku, do not trust and always stay in the Ultra Instinct, because if there's any attack, your body will react by reflex.
Goku in the same way would observe all the training he had to do. At that moment, Beerus and Goku would stare at each other, both launched an attack. Goku wanted to master all his transformations, would pass to the Super Saiyan God, which with both would begin to give a good battle. The two beings possessed a power that even surpassed the gods. Goku and Beerus needed their bodies to be strengthened to be able to withstand the large loads of energy that were about to increase. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of Everything, Daishenkin was very thoughtful. This is very strange. I don't feel the presence of Whis or the god Beerus. I'll go ask something to the god Champa to see if he knows what happened to his brother. Daishenkin would quickly create a portal with which he would leave to Universe 6. Daishenkin would arrive in a few moments, observing the god Champa very agitated. That's right, Champa was training just as the Daishenkin from the future had said. Well, but if it is a surprise to observe the god Champa training, what'll happen to make the laziest god train? You'll soon find out, Daishenkin-sama. I'm looking forward to it, but that's not the main reason for my visit. Tell me, Champa, do you know the whereabouts of your brother Beerus? Last time we spoke, he was able to tell me that he was going to the outskirts of the universe to train with his Whis angel. But in the outskirts of the universe, the conditions are extreme, even for me. That's exactly what I told him, but He said that he would overcome all his limits and that nothing and no one would stop him. Daishenkin would give a little smile.
Beerus being so Beerus. He wants to keep the position of the most powerful god of destruction. Thank you very much for the information, God Champa. We'll be in touch soon.
Daishenkin would leave again to the realm of everything. At that moment, Champa would observe Vados. Vados!
I hope you're ready. The plan to overthrow the king of everything is about to begin.
Vados and Champa continued with their great training. In all the universes, the gods were training. Meanwhile, with the Daishenkin of the future, he was very thoughtful. That's right, he would know how to get rid of his counterpart and both guardians.
With my other part, I'm sure to defeat it. I have increased my powers a lot, but if both guardians join, I'll be finished. I don't know what I should do.
Meanwhile, returning to the realm of the whole, Daishenkin felt the same way, that something was wrong. Being a supreme angel, he had a much more developed perception.
Something very bad's about to happen. I better train. I'll also inform the king of everything.
Daishenkin would talk to both kings of everything, informing them everything that was happening.
Daishenkin, being an angel prodigy and being chosen as my guardian, I'll not overlook your preeminence. Guardians, we'll all train from now on.
As you command, great Zeno-sama!
Daishenkin and his power would create a room which was perfect for the training of the kings of everything, or supreme guardians, since its gravity and environment were perfect to increase their powers. Going to Universe 6 and the planet Sedala, Kale and Kalufia were training. That's right, they also wanted to reach Super Saiyan Blue phase.
Damn it! I want to be able to defeat the old man Goku! But sis, Mr. Goku's very powerful. I don't think we have the power to defeat him. Of course we don't have it now, but in a very short time, we'll be able to defeat him.
Meanwhile, where Daishenkin was, a great idea had occurred to him.
If the Super Destroyer didn't have the power it had before, it's because it lacked the power of Beerus, the most powerful god. But if all the gods train and absorb the most powerful warriors of their universes, they'll reach an incredible level.
Daishenkin would communicate with all the gods mentally.
Gods, I want you to absorb the power of all mortals of great power. I trust you.
All the gods would accept. However, the most thoughtful would be the gods of Universe 6, Champa, and the gods of Universe 7, Vermouth, since they possess the most powerful warriors of all the universes. However, they were not going to disobey the orders of the High Priest. The first to start between the two would be Champa. That's right. Champa began absorbing the weakest beings of his universe to finally have the necessary power to face Hit, Kefla, and Kaba. However, of all that Champa was doing, Hit had noticed.
Damn it! Mr. Champa's absorbing all the warriors of this universe. This is bad. Sooner or later I'll have to face him. I must communicate with the Saiyans.
Quickly, Hit went to the planet of the Saiyans, informing them everything that was happening, leaving them very surprised.
But this is bad. We still don't have enough power to face a god. For that very reason I've come. I, the legendary assassin, will train you personally, making you warriors of great power.
But Mr. Hit, where do you plan to train us? Because if we raise all our power, Mr. Champa will be able to notice us.
Don't worry about that. I control the time, or have you forgotten?
Hit at that moment would create a rift in space-time, causing everyone to enter.
Here, even if they expel all their power, they won't be able to find us, or at least it'll take them much longer. So it's time to train.
Hit at that moment launched an attack against the three Saiyans, leaving them on the verge of death.
Damn you! Why didn't you let us know when you were going to attack us?
A god of destruction will never warn you when he attacks you. Now, you're just dead. Hit with a medicine that he had received in one of his missions would make them recover quickly. The three obtained an impressive Zenkai. That's right, being on the verge of death, their battle level had increased in an impressive way. Returning to the room with Beerus and Goku, both had obtained an impressive physique, and their power had increased in an incredible way. At that moment, both would feel ready to access their transformation. The first one to try it would be Goku, who, from one moment to another, was able to access the Ultra Instinct and would begin to increase his power, remembering Whis' words.
Mr. Goku, imagine you are in the Tournament of Power. Since this power of a Saiyan is defined by anger, with the Ultra Instinct by a state of calm, you can maintain a balance. You'll be able to access all of your first transformations.
Goku would do as Whis had told him, beginning to imagine the Tournament of Power. Goku began to increase his power in an unusual way, being so much that the whole room of time would begin to shake.
The power that Goku is releasing is impressive. Can't believe all the power that he's capable of releasing.
Goku, from one moment to another, would shine a great light all around him, leaving Beerus without vision. When he opened his eyes, he would be surprised to observe a Goku very similar to when he faced on planet in the North Kaio. That's right, Goku had accessed the Super Saiyan Phase 3 Ultra Instinct. His power was so much that made Beerus tremble.
I'm not going to stay behind. Now it's my turn to transform.
Beerus would likewise begin to remember everything that Whis had told him.
Mr. Beerus, we have trained all our lives on your planet, so in that place you'll be able to create a trigger for all your power.
Beerus would begin to imagine in the same way. That's right, the power of Beerus began to increase in such an incredible way that even on this occasion, it would leave Son Goku surprised.
Mr. Beerus is impressive. I didn't think he had increased his battle level so much.
Beerus would continue to raise all his power. That's right, at that moment that his power reached its limit, he began with his great transformation. After a few moments, Beerus had finished his transformation, and you could see an opposing Beerus.
Are you ready, Goku, to finish with those bastards?
Yes, sir, Beerus. It's time for revenge.
Both unleashed their power, distorting all that dimension. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.